This section is going to focus on the question, what if outdoor education experiences contribute to positive impacts on racial integration? Throughout the What If course, we have focused on cause, effect and counterfactual conditionals. Within this section, we are going to focus on the relationship between outdoor educational experiences and racial integration. Therefore, the cause would be outdoor educational experiences and the effect would be racial integration. The well-known philosopher David Hume was one of the initial definers of counterfactual conditionals and highlighted that, if A had not occurred, D would therefore not have occurred. This area of our project is going to focus on whether racial integration would or would not have occurred if outdoor educational experiences were not implemented. As previously stated, this study uses meta-analysis in order to identify, do outdoor education experiences contribute to positive development in the affective domain? In order to identify whether outdoor educational experiences have positive effects on racial integration, John Crompton and Kirsten focused on 5 different studies. However, to accurately and effectively critically analyse the effect of outdoor educational experiences on racial integration, I am going to focus on one study conducted by Daniel Stewart Acuff in 1975. Within his study, Acuff aimed to research the effect of an outdoor education experience on the general and intercultural anxiety of pupils and was conducted in the University of South Carolina as part of his doctoral dissertation in 1975. This study used pre-tests and post-tests to analyse the intercultural anxiety of pupils both prior to the outdoor educational experience and after it, in order to identify whether there was a link between the experiences and the behaviours displayed after its occurrence. Acuff focused these pre-tests and post-tests on the revised Children's Manifest Anxiety Scale, which is a self-report instrument used to analyse the level and nature of anxiety. Pupils participating in the research study would answer questions based on 3 topics: physiological anxiety, social concerns, and worry/overintensity. In addition to this, the class teachers were also asked to complete a questionnaire to identify if they provided intercultural preparation to their students prior to the camp experience. This supported the validity of the research as it allowed Acuff to ensure counterfactual conditionals. Acuff also used a control group in order to eliminate variables and allow the researcher to explicitly identify the impacts the camping experience had on those participating. Control groups are an essential part of any research study and help rule out alternative explanation of effects. Pre-tests and post-tests are an effective way in which the researcher can compare the effect of an experiment through contrasting, e.g., the behaviours and attitudes prior to the experiment and after the experiment. The researcher must ensure that when comparing these tests that they do not make assumptions or misinterpret causality. An example of such assumptions may be if a researcher attributes height to be the cause of more proficient math skills. The actual cause is age, because you grow taller and therefore more capable with age. However, throughout his study, Acuff used a control group to ensure that any changes in behaviour could positively be attributed to the outdoor camp educational experience. Questionnaires can be a very effective research method as they can be moulded and shaped around a specific research question and objectives to meet the particular criteria. Different questionnaires can be compared and contrasted against each other in order to effectively answer the research question. Also, when collecting and analysing this data, researchers are most commonly actively participating and can limit the negative implications to validity and reliability. However, there are also many dangers which researchers need to take into account surrounding this method. Popper 2004 suggests that it is not possible to identify whether or not the respondent is being truthful and therefore invalid and unreliable data may be gathered.
Created using Powtoon.